Anyone got a question? Yeah, Jason. Yeah, nofap most of the time will get you demonetized. So I never ever make a video where I write nofap anymore. I write some weird shit like stop beating your meat like a little monkey. Yeah, you can split test the thumbnails as well. I don't do that just yet because then you have to actually make a whole other picture, which is a bit long to do compared to the title. I tested, if anyone's interested, let me just see if I can even show it to you, because a lot of YouTubers recommend that you make your thumbnails really bright. So I tested that, and every single one that I tested it with actually performed worse, because I don't think, like, this is the one I've done, right? So I've made it way more brighter. It's more like, you know, YouTube-fied, like, as the thumbnail, compared to, like, if you've seen this video, this is the full guide for teenagers. Every single time that I did that with the thumbnail, where all I did was just edit it to be brighter, more contrast, more sharpness, always performed a little bit worse than, like, the low-key one. Let me just give you a very quick example and we'll get to questions. These are what I will show you is some of the highest click-through rates that you'll ever get in thumbnails. It's not what YouTubers tell you, by the way. All of the YouTube advice online is shit, because you're learning, you know, if you search for like good thumbnails, you're learning from YouTubers who've got 50k subs. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. This thumbnail will get as much or even higher than Mr. Beast gets. Not even taking the piss. This will get about 15%. This one as well, 15% click-through rate. You can try this with your own. If there's ever a time that you can use a girl in your pictures, holy crap, use one. Just one like this, a selfie, 15% click-through rate. Mr. Beast level click-through rates. Doesn't need to be fancy. It's not edited. There's no brightness or anything like that. It's literally just a selfie with me and a girl. That's it. And this one as well. Same there. This one might not perform as well. This picture on the right, I couldn't really zoom it in enough, so I've had to add like a left picture. This one's still above 10%. That's a very good level. Most guys will get about 5%, even with their edited ones. You know, like the Ali Abdal style ones, that there's like, you know, a professional picture, their hands like this, and they've got the little pictures. Still 5 to 7% click-through rate. This one, for example, like where it's just a picture from my little chosen one, these usually get about 4%. Let's see. Yeah, see, 4%. I know this shit, right? I guessed that. I didn't even look at that. 4%. So if you can ever use a real picture of you and a girl because it, you know, it's relevant, don't just use this for no reason. It's a video on productivity, and there's just you with bitches every single time. Obviously, if it's about dating, if it's about love, even if it's about, for example, becoming a man or something like that, or anything to do with when you can have a girl in the thumbnail, 100% do it. You will be shocked to see that video 100% will get 1 out of 10 on analytics. It'll get above 10% click-through rate. Probably like the highest I've had is like 19%. Mr. Beast talks about having like 15, 16, 17%. This is the easiest way. So these right here are some good ones. This is about an average, slightly maybe above average thumbnail. Sorry, I clicked at that. This will probably get about 5 or 6%. Maybe I'll give you guys an update next time we do a lecture when it's released, which is just, it's kind of like a nice picture of me. Kind of fits the title because the title's about entrepreneurship, and it has me looking kind of stylish. And if I can just show you some examples. These ones here, not so good. 4%, you know, like Huberman style ones where there's a black box and then there's this. Yeah, all of these ones here are about the same as well, about 4 or 5%. Some of these, by the way, you know, just by a show of like waving your hand at the camera, who's watched those kind of YouTube guides online which they've told you about click-through rate and watch time retention and stuff? Like who's looked at guides on how to become a YouTuber on YouTube? Okay, not that many. Trust me when I say all of it's useless. Don't. If Mr. Beast has wrote a guide and you want to make videos like Mr. Beast, 100% go ahead. If you're taking advice from those dweebs who've got 50k subscribers telling you how to grow a channel, you'd be a fool. Don't listen to like these dweebs, because you know what, they're only going to tell you 2 things: click-through rate and watch time. Click-through rate and watch time. Click-through rate and watch time. You want to know, some of my videos have got millions of views. You want to see the average retention that these guys say, oh, you need to get 60% retention rate or something. You want to see how many, like, this has got 1 million views, you'd be happy with that. 8% average watch time. 8%. Super low. These guys are saying, oh, you need to get to 60%, 70%. Bullshit. Focusing on these type of metrics here will destroy your channel and will make you a shit creator like everyone else who's trying to get onto YouTube, because suddenly you're caring about this. Now, you should care about getting views. You should aim to get like 1 million views, but you want to know the one piece of data that you should actually obsess over. No one has said this on YouTube, by the way. It is not click-through rates. It is not average percentage views. It is this: impressions. This is the only thing that matters. You should be trying to get as many impressions as possible. Everything else is under, like, this is the foundation. If you aren't spending 5 times as much thinking about impressions than the other things like click-through rate and watch time, you'll be doing yourself a disservice. What impressions mean is just simply how many people have seen your video, how many people have seen the thumbnail. How do you think you increase that? Anyone? Well, everyone's already got their hands up. Just write it in the chat. How could you increase the impressions? How would you get more impressions from YouTube? Not thumbnails. Nope. Keywords a little bit. Title. No one's got the full answer right. Title's kind of close. I'm surprised. No one's actually gotten it so far. Tags. Topics. There we go. Jad got it first. It's the topic you make the video on. See, some people said thumbnails, but that's not the impression. The thumbnail is for the click-through rate. The title is for the click-through rate. Oh, sorry, the title can be half off. The most important thing to getting more views, you can mark my words on this, is the topic first of all. It's the topic that will get you like over 1 million or 10 million impressions. Because if you've got a 1% click-through rate with 1 million impressions, what is that? That's still 10,000 views. With 1% click-through rates, that's 5 times as bad as the basic picture that automatically generates. So if you've literally chose a thumbnail that's 5 times worse than like just the YouTube selected ones, it's like you can still get 10k views with the right thing. You should literally be spending most of your time with just the impressions in mind. Which video will get 10 million impressions? And it all comes down to the topic, and then the title is just the way that you define the topic. The topic, let me just show you. I wish someone told me this stuff when I was growing on YouTube. You guys are getting a really valuable lesson. Look at the topic for this video. You know this is getting like tens of millions of impressions, right? Look at that topic. How to make money fast. Holy, that's getting a lot of impressions, right? How many guys have this desire right now across the world? Billions of guys have woke up today literally wishing they could have this video on their homepage, right? Genuinely billions. We're not even exaggerating. Literally billions of guys, and also women, right? And then if you change that, for example, there's videos, I don't know which one it'll be, so I won't try and just go and find it for you. There's videos where I've got a way higher click-through rate, I've got way higher retention, and it's got 10 times less views. Right, so if click-through rate and retention was the kings that people on YouTube, like all those cringe YouTube guides with the guys with 25k subs and he's telling you how to grow your channel, if those were really that important, this should never happen. There should never be a time when you've got higher click-through rates and higher retention and you get less views. But it happens because you get 10 times less impressions when you make a video like this. Like, I mean, this video is still on richness. Let's see how many impressions it's got. Probably about 1 million. 6.5 million. So this has got less than half. This has got about 30% as many impressions as the previous one. And guess what? It's got exactly 30% of the views. Is that just a coincidence? Let's see. I got 15 million impressions with 1 million views. Let's see if we get another video that fits like the same equation. Men are not happy. What's the impressions on that, do you reckon? How many guys will want to watch, like, have literally woken up thinking, oh man, I can't wait to watch a video about men not being happy today? Probably not super high, right? Probably the same. Probably about 5 million impressions on this as well. Let's have a look. Say about 8 million. Half as many. Your biggest leverage as a YouTuber is to simply just make the video that will have the highest impressions. Once you've got a huge amount of impressions, then any progress you make to the click-through rate, the title, the thumbnail, then it'll matter. The constraint for you is not those things. The constraint for you is the impressions, because you're making videos that people don't care about. make a video that 10 times as many guys care about, that is 10 times as much of a tasty topic, and you will get a lot more views. So the most recent example I can give you, there's a full guide that I'm making, and I wrote the entire script, right? I spent over an hour writing the script for a video titled Full Guide to Navigating Your Woman's Changing Moods. The topic is relationship with a woman, like you've got a girlfriend and her mood changes. That's the topic. I wrote the entire script. I looked at it, I was like, bro, I'm about to delete this script. Because think about that topic, right? It's for guys who have already got a girlfriend, which isn't that many guys, right? Most guys are fucking like little beta mate. Like most guys don't have girls, right? And then it's for the guy who actually cares enough about her changing mood. It's not that popular of a topic. I would have been a pretty good video, right? Then there was another video title that I had, which you'll see now. I'll just tell you, yeah. There was another video topic, which was master the art of complimenting women. The first one was applicable. How many guys have got girlfriends where they're genuinely waking up thinking, how do I manage her changing moods? Maybe 1 million across the entire world, maybe less than that, right? How many guys are thinking, how do I compliment a woman? Probably 1 billion, right? Suddenly I've just 1000x'd the target audience. And they're very similar videos. It does the exact same thing. It's, yeah, well, compliment her, praise her in the right way. I was going to say very similar things. Do you see how the packaging just changed? How many people could be interested in this? Write down that example, just like, because it's a very real one for me. Okay, there's 2 video titles. Number 1 is navigating your woman's changing moods. Number 2, mastering the art of complimenting a woman. That's just like your example. You can write down, this was like Hamza's decision, and you can look at that and say like, okay, what's the equivalent for you? You've got this title in front of you right now. You've got this video idea. How do you change it to the second one? Because I have, like, how I've just told you, okay, make this your reference, like these 2 videos. I have one which is like, let me just show you some shit videos that I've made. This fucking shit video. Ambition is not cringe. How many impressions is that gonna get? And also this one here. You're dehydrated whilst reading this. Oh wow, that's such a popular topic, Hamza. How many views is this even? You can't even see, but maybe like 100k to it. Probably quite low. I remember around this point when I was in Thailand at this time making these shit videos, my channel was actually dying off because I was refusing to make what I considered was like clickbait videos on topics that people actually wanted to watch. And that's your hint right there. If you'd rather make, the kind of wholesome, unique title like this one here, enjoy less people actually benefiting from your channel, including yourself. Give the people what they want.